Now let's understand what is UTM. Now there is a misconception in most of the marketers. Even I used to think that the UTM stands for something like universal tracking measurement or something like that. But actually, uh, the UTM stands for Urchin Tracking Module. Now, what is Urchin Tracking Module? How it comes, how this particular name comes from. So basically, Urchin is the predecessor to Google. And after Google came into the picture, Google has purchased this complete UTM thing. And then from there, uh, they have included in the Google Analytics 4, right? Now, but then they have kept their name as Urchin Tracking Module, right? Now, what is UTM basically? UTM is a code, we can say it is a code of text added to the end of a URL to track the metrics and performance of specific digital marketing campaign. So UTM codes can contain up to 5 parameters. It could be like campaign, source, medium, content, and term, right? So we need to understand what are the UTM parameters. But before to that, we need to understand what are the benefits of having UTM, right? So benefits, if you talk about the benefits of UTM, UTM codes actually allows you to track exactly where your website traffic is coming from. So you can see which marketing tactics are usually driving the results, right? So with UTM codes, you can see which sources, mediums, and campaigns are bringing in the most traffic, leads, and sales. And from there, we can consider these are the important factors named as sources, mediums, and campaigns. Now, if you go through this, you know, UTM sources, specifically, it identifies from where the traffic is coming, and such as, let's say, if someone is searching on Google any keyword they have put in, and they are finding the URL on the Google platform, they might be clicking on it. So the source becomes Google, right? Then uh, the next thing is UTM medium, which specifies the marketing channel like CPC, right? Cost per click or social or any email channel. So these becomes the UTM medium. Now UTM campaign. So let's say if we are running certain campaigns, some campaigns to drive traffic, for example, any summer sale or summer uh, launch promo, then it can precisely track right from where the traffic is coming from across the channels. Now, these are some of the terminology which we need to understand while analyzing campaign performance. First thing first, we have cut. Start again. Now, the CTR. Now, CTR means click through rate, the percentage of the users who click on your ad or link from the total impressions is considered as click through rate, right? So it is a key indicator for engagement. Hence, CTR is very, very important for, for you to understand analytics. Next is conversion rate. Now, you have heard me taking this particular name a lot, but then the percentage of the visitors who complete the desired action on the website, such as making a purchase or signing up for a newsletter, becomes the conversion rate. It is the percentage of the visitors. So we need to make sure that we calculate the percentage of the visitors accordingly. Then comes CPA, which is known as cost per acquisition. For any businesses to run, their CPA should be less, right? So the average cost to acquire a single customer is known as cost per acquisition. Lower the CPA means more efficient the spending, and if we are generating more return on investment, that means the campaign is effectively working, right? So I'll be giving you an example of a summer sale campaign wherein we are getting a 2.5% of CTR, out of which we are making conversion rate of 5%, and let's say the CPA is $20. This particular thing indicates how well the campaign is converting interest into sales. Therefore, it is very, very important to know all these terminologies. Now, moving ahead, we need to understand about attribution modeling, right? Now, attribution modeling is a way of measuring impact of different digital marketing efforts across the customer journey so that the advertisers can assess which channels or campaigns are most effective in driving conversions, right? So the meaning of attribution modeling is this, right? Now, if you see, there are certain important aspects into attribution models, which are number one is first touch point. Now, if a person visits a website for the first time, it will track first from where the person is coming from, but then this first touch would be considered as the first point of contact with the customer. Second is the last touch, gives all the credits to the final interaction before conversion. Third is linear, which distributes credit equally across all customers touch points on the website specifically. Next is time decay, allocates more credit to recent interactions, valuing closeness to conversion, right? So I would like to give you an example about this attribution models. Let's say Amazon is one of the biggest e-commerce platform wherein we regularly visit to do some kind of shoppings or so, right? But then let's take an example. When do we use Amazon? When do we visit Amazon mostly? Probably if there be any kind of sales going on, then if there be any kind of offers we are getting, then most of the crowd, visits Amazon platform, right? And hence, the first touch is considered as the first visit, right? Like for me, it won't be considered as a first touch, but then person or the users who is visiting for the first time will be considered as a first time, right? And then if a user is taking some action, let's say before purchasing something, right? So that particular action would be considered as last touch before taking a conversion. Now, how much time a user is spending on the platform is also equally measured, right? Therefore, time decay also has a credit to uh, describe this particular thing, that how much a customer is spending time on a particular platform. I would like to give you one more example. Let's say a customer learns about your product from social media ad, then receives an email, and finally making a purchase. Attribution models help decide which touch point contributed the most for the sale to happen. Now, a very important tool that you should learn, which is Google Analytics, or you can say the latest version of Google Analytics is called as GA4, is a free tool by Google that helps you track and understand user behavior on your website or application. It replaced the older version, Universal Analytics, and is now the standard for analyzing digital data. Now, apart from Google Analytics, there are other paid tools even, but then as a marketer, this is the basic analytics tool that you need to know. Now, why is GA4 important? GA4 gives you deeper insights into who is visiting your website, what pages they are viewing, what actions they are taking, like from where they are coming from, and then from where, on which uh, links they are clicking, which forms they are filling, either they are making purchases or anything, where they are coming from, like Google, Instagram, email, etc. All these attributes Google Analytics analyzes for you. Now, unlike old version, GA4 is designed to work across web plus mobile applications and focuses on user events rather than just page views. Initially, when Google launched their Universal Analytics, it only used to work on websites, but now Google Analytics 4 specifically work for website as well as for mobile applications. But then again, there are certain contradictory things with Google Analytics, which paid analytic tool only makes you understand like detailed conversion, detailed behavior of a customer that Google Analytics is not having. Now, moving forward, let's understand the key features of Google Analytics. Google Analytics is event based. Google Analytics is having event based tracking. Now, what is an event? Everything is tracked as an event. For example, page view, click, scroll, video play, etc. All these considered, all these are considered as an event. Therefore, all those analysis of an event are there on Google Analytics 4. More flexible and customizable than Universal Analytics. Now, uh, GA4 has grown more flexible than their predecessor, which is Universal Analytics, right? Making sure that we capture each and every event properly. Cross platform reporting also can be done through Google Analytics 4. It tracks user across websites and mobile applications in one place, which is great for businesses with having both the platforms. Google Analytics has brought improved user privacy and compliance. Now, with GDPR and data privacy in mind, Google Analytics do not disclose the user's details, specifically their phone number and email IDs, right? Because these are very, important things as a privacy for any user, right? Therefore, it sometimes does not rely heavily on cookies because most of the time, if we visit on any website, specifically in Europe, so they have their policies in place, all right? If we in Europe, they have to showcase that without cookies they cannot track you as a user, but then in India it happens, right? So on the website they might not be putting about the cookies things like accept cookies and privacies, but then Google Analytics will still fetch your tracking data. Now, machine learning insights. Google Analytics has implemented machine learning insights uh, Even Google has their own AI to show predictive insights like which users might buy, which users might leave, and then forecast the revenue as well. Google Analytics has simplified goals and conversions. No need to create complex goals, just mark events as a conversions. That's done. That's enough. Because if we do that, then events will be considered as different conversions. For example, if a person is visiting the website, it becomes an event. If the person is scrolling, that also becomes an event. If that person is purchasing something from the website, that becomes an event. Therefore, we need to just mark the events as per their name. That's done. That's enough. We can track the conversions accordingly. Now, how a basic GA structure looks like, right? What are the elements there specifically? Now, in terms of elements, it has data stream, which is a source of data, website or app, events, which are user interactions, scrolls, clicks, etc. Conversions, important events, purchase form, submit, etc. All those becomes under all those comes under conversions. Reports, we have pre-built dashboard with traffic informations, so we can definitely create proper reports using GA4. Now, tools of the trade. There is one thing called HubSpot Analytics. It is again a free tool, but then it has a paid version too, which gives you a detailed report of a campaign performance. Right now, what it does track all the sales happening on your website. It monitors the website traffic, lead generation, and customer activities in one platform. Then it measures the ROI, evaluates the return on investment on your marketing initiatives. It aligns, uh, basically, it helps synchronize marketing efforts with sales workflows to improve conversion rates. So HubSpot gives a user or a marketer with detailed reports on campaign performance, traffic sources, and customer journey stages to maximize business success. Now, if I put it all together, I would like to give an practical example. Let's say there is one bakery, right? And the goal of the bakery is to increase online orders, right? Now, what are the tracking metrics that online bakeries should look for, right? Number one, the sessions, then the bounce rate, and the conversion rate. All the online orders, right? Whether are all these things monitored properly for measuring their success, right? And then we need to also analyze their social media, email, and paid ads are evaluated to identify which drives the best results. So we need to make sure that all the attribution modeling systems are there for this bakery so that we generate a proper report. So this hands-on example helps understand how analytics guide better marketing decisions for small businesses. So for any businesses, we need to make sure that we have all the analytic tools to track the user behavior, and accordingly we can track down the sales, like from where we are getting more sales and for which product customers are interested more, and then we can take precise decisions. Now, this is one assignment like how to track and analyze. So, first, you need to visit on Google, and then you need to ask how to, create UTM parameters, right? Now, once you click on this particular keyword, you will be routed to a Google URL builder, right? So design unique UTM tags for a social media campaign to track source, medium, and campaign name. You can utilize this particular keywords on uh, Google, and then you can even check how to create a proper UTM. It will then after that you need to track down the metrics like how much track clicks, conversions, and engagement regularly to gather data, analyze and report, identify top performing content and channels that then prepare a brief report of your findings. So I'll showcase in the next segment. I'll be trying to show you the Google Analytics tool through which you can do that. Now, the key takeaways that you should take with this slides are: number one, analytics drive decisions. Using data helps marketers make informed, effective choices that improve results. UTM tracking is essential. Precise tagging reveal traffic sources and campaign effectiveness, and hence we can, you know, start doing proper UTM building, and then we need to make sure that we attach those UTM along with the URL. Attribution models simplify credit. These models assign value across customer interaction for smarter budgeting. We need to leverage powerful tools such as GA4 and HubSpot. They provide deep, actionable insights into marketing performance, right? So these are all the things that you need to know, and hence, thank you so much for your time. In the next video, we will showcase the GA4 dashboard. Thank you so much.